Hello, is everything visible and audible? Am I audible? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, am I audible?
Hmm.
Great, great, great.
হয়ে গেছে না?
ঠিক আছে স্যার প্রেজেন্ট করে দাও এখানে প্রেজেন্ট করে দাও চলো
আচ্ছা,
দেখা যাচ্ছে
ওয়েট করে নিচ্ছি।
প্রেজেন্ট করে দাও Done. So let us start the recording of the session. Yeah, so recording of the session has started. Great. So first thing is, what are these view models and states? So before we begin, we need to know about some prerequisites. So, in the previous session, we have learned about the life cycles of activities and related life cycle issues with configuration changes. So, when a configuration change occurs, you can save the app's data through different ways, such as using resembler save, savable, or saving the instant state. However, these options can create problems. Most of the times, you can use resembler savable, but that might mean keeping the logic in or near composables. When app grows, you should move data and logic away from composables. In this code lab or in this session, we will be learning about the robust way to design the app and preserve app data during configuration changes by taking advantage of Android Jetpack library view model and Android app architecture guidelines. So there are some prerequisites for this session. They are knowledge of Kotlin, including functions, lambdas, and stateless composables, basic knowledge of how to build layouts in Jetpack Compose, and basic knowledge of material design. In this session, in the first part of the session, you will learn about introduction to Android app architecture, how to use view models, and how to retain UI data through device configuration changes using view model. Here we will be building an unscrambler game app where the user can guess the scrambled words. For this, you need the latest version of Android Studio and the internet connection to download the starter code. So first thing of all, I would like to request you all to download the starter code. Dipanda, please provide them the starter code, the GitHub link of the starter code. Dipanda, just provide them the starter code GitHub link. Yeah, so I will request all of you to open this GitHub link and uh, just 1 minute. I am just showing you the way to do it. Yeah. So first of all, what you need to do is you need to open this GitHub link, and then I will carry forward with you. So while you are downloading this starter code, I will request Dipanda to move to the next slide. I guess that is about the architectures. Yeah, right. Just stay on this slide. I will just discuss the theory portion first about the architecture models, and then discuss about the code. So the architecture of an app provides guidelines to help you allocate the app responsibilities between the classes. A well-designed app architecture helps you to scale your app and extend it with additional features. The architecture can also be simplified team collaboration, and the most common architectural principles are separation of concerns and driving UI from a model. So, what is the recommended app architecture? So, the recommended app architecture is considering the common architectural principles mentioned in several sections. Each app should have at least two layers, that is UI layer and data layer. UI layer displays the app data on screen, but it is independent of the data. And the data layer is that stores, retrieves, and exposes the app data. You can call another layer called a domain layer to simplify and reuse the interaction between UI and data layers. The layer is optional and beyond the scope of this course. So here you can see the model of this data layer, the view model layer, and in between there is a domain layer which is optional. So let us continue from the portion what we are doing. Yeah. So what is a UI layer? The role of UI layer or presentation layer is to display the application data on screen. Whatever the data changes due to the interaction, such as presenting button, the UI should update to reflect the changes. A UI layer is made up of UI elements that you can see, UI elements and stakeholders. UI elements are components that render the data on the screen. You build these elements using Jetpack Compose. The stakeholder components are those that hold the data and expose it to the UI and handle the app logic. So basically, the data layer is that part of that is sort of like the back end, and the UI layer is sort of like the front end. So in the UI layer, all the Jetpack Compose materials are stored, and in the data layer, all the processing related Kotlin files are stored. Dipayanda, can you just move to the next slide? Just move to the next slide. Yeah. So what is UI? So UI is equal to UI element plus UI state. So for this, let us understand what is a UI state. So the UI is what the user sees, and the UI state is what the app says they should see. The UI is the visual representation of UI state. Any changes to the UI state is immediately reflected in the UI. So UI is a result of binding UI elements with the UI state. Can you just move to the next slide, Dipanya? So let us move to the next architectural model parts, and just a minute. Yeah, so for this part I guess you need to just can you just check the next slides, if all of them are like yeah, got it, so all of them are the representations of this thing. Okay, so just let me run this app in just a minute. I will also request all of you to run this app. If you are on laptop and using Android Studio, then please run this app by cloning it from the GitHub provided.
I tried cloning it from the GitHub, but I faced some issue. I don't know.
Can you just share your screen and show what the issue you're facing? Dipanda, just stop the screen sharing for a while. Okay, I can see the issue. I can see the issue. Yeah, I have seen the issue. The issue is Dipayan, I have provided the link, not the GitHub clone link. Just a minute. I'm just providing the actual link. Yeah. So just check this link. I have provided you a new link. Just check this link. Just check. I have provided you a new link.
Should I select starter pack?
See. Just share your screen. Just share your screen.
Can you see?
Just a minute. Just a minute. Let me just refresh my screen. No, I cannot see yet. I guess still your screen is not shared.
It's showing me. I'm
Yeah.
sharing this.
Yeah, now it has shared. So what you go to the like stream part where we are streaming the meet. Just go back to our. Just do one thing. Go back to the meet session. Copy it. Just copy it. Just right click and copy it. Right click and copy it. Don't just go there. No. Copy the link address. Right. Copy link address. Now go to your Android Studio. Now go to your Android Studio.
Yes, can you see my Android Studio?
Yeah, I can see your Android Studio. So just think, just go to the file. Just go to the file. Then go to new. Then go to project from version control. Then just paste the URL that you have copied. Yeah, and clone. And trust project. I guess the project has already opened or what? No, that's the dice roller app.
Can you see what this error?
Yeah, the directory already exists. Just go to file. Just cancel this. Cancel this. Go to file. Go to open and find where you have stored this unscrambler. Yeah, that one. Okay, this window, and voila, you have the project.
See what's this is showing. IDE error occurred.
That is not an issue. Just cancel it.
Okay, some files are being downloaded.
Yeah, right. Gradle files have been downloaded.
So after this, everything will be fine.
You can already access the files, so nothing is wrong at this point. Also,
No, means can I see the preview?
yeah, you might see the preview. just after it has done its task of finishing the process.
All right.
So just let me now share my screen and show the app work. Yeah, so is my screen visible? I hope so.
Yes.
So this is the app that we are talking about. Skip, and like congratulations and play again. So let us first play the game with you all. So there is this word called TELRT. So what should be the like best fit scramble, like scramble and say the best fitted word for this. So what should be the best fitted word? Like you all just be a little more interactive. You can use the chat section. You can use your brains. You can use these microphones. Uh, Everyone, you can use this chat section. Like what should this be? What this TELRTE? Can you say? Any one of you, Rishi? Can you guess?
हाँ बोल बोल हाँ yes.
Yeah, just guess what this word should be. Well, it can be
I
unscrambled.
think so it will be letter. L
Let's try.
double
LETT. Yeah. Let's try. Submit. Yeah. Voila. The score has increased.
finish.
So yeah, finish. Yeah, again. That's great. 40. Next.
I have to think.
Yeah, any network disturbances? Yeah, any one of you can answer, not just Rishi. Like Divyansh, you can also answer, not an issue. So we can skip this. Then this is this one, the next one. Then there is this next one. This is next one. So uh, once we complete this, then we get this. You scored. Congratulations. Play again. So we can exit or play again. So just let me show you the code analysis now. That is all about all the next slides. So first, let us start with the main activity. So let us see the line by line analysis of the code. So here we have this main activity on create function and this set content. So what it is doing, it is creating a surface and calling a modifier to fill the max size. So now we have to find where this fill max size and all these things are present. So this fill max size we can see is here. So where it is present, it's in foundational layout fill max size package. So next, let us check about this game screen. So where is this game screen? So the game screen, as we can see, is present in UI folder game screen. So where is this UI folder? This is the UI folder. And UI folder under this, there is this game screen.kt. So here all these composable functions are being mentioned. All these functions here are composable. So what here we have done is that we have defined the composable layout file separately, although in the Kotlin itself, but we have defined it separately. We have defined all the Kotlin properties, all the composable function properties separately. like this vertical scroll padding modifier, then this space modifier, current word count, and all other input and output categories has been defined in this game screen.kt file. As you can see, these are beginning with composable, means these are composable functions. So this is the UI file, and these two are the data files, as we learned. And among data file, one thing among the UI there are two elements, as we know. One thing is the UI state, and another thing is the UI elements. So this is the UI elements, and this is the UI state. So this is the UI state. What the state does is it manipulates the elements, and these two files together make the UI. And this is the data part where we are doing the data manipulations or the backend tasks, where taking the input from the view models and then manipulating and providing the values. This part is the data part. So this data and UI together makes a app interface work. So this is what we have demonstrated via this app Unscrambler. More of it, you can just check the GitHub and uh, get a look of it. So next, Dipanda, just can you do one thing? Just can you share the slides once again? Continue sharing the slides. So next is your practice. Add a view model to a desert clicker. So just so Dipanda, for this also you just provide them the link. GitHub, yeah, from the code side. From the code side, you just provide them the link from code. All that, yeah. So for the next part, I would request you to clone this repository once for the next desert clicker app. Oh, sorry. I didn't recognize I was mute all this time. So, have you like cloned these repositories? Hello, great. So just do one thing. Get this app set up on your device, and we'll be starting. Define the please move on to the next slide. Yeah. So first thing to do in this app is setting up the dependencies. So what are the dependencies? The dependencies are basically a sort of package class for the build level Gradle files. So once you have set up these files, then we will be navigating between the screens. Just move on to the next slide, define the please. So then we will be navigating between the screens with compose. No, 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 not this one. This one is for the next unit. Okay. Just a minute. Just a minute. There. So this is for the third unit, right? Dipanda, just if you can confirm, this is for the third unit, right? The
Yeah, yeah.
so the desert app is was for the second unit, right? Right. Second unit of day four, not an issue. So just a minute, just hold for a minute. Just let me show them the uh, next app also, the state change desert clicker app. Let it just run on my device, then I'll be showing that. Just over there. Yeah. So I would request all of you guys to set up these dependencies and get these things on your device. Divyangshu, have you like cloned this? Then we'll move on. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So have you cloned this on your device? The new link. Yeah. So guys, can you make this a more interactive one? Like if you can switch on your cameras and all, if it is possible at your place. I guess this is the last day of Compost Camp, so let it be more interactive and more insightful. Yeah, great, Priyanshu. Rishi, also, can you please turn on your cameras? Yeah, great. Dipanda, is it possible for your side to turn on the cameras? Like, if it's possible from your side. Yeah, one more thing, like someone of you who have joined from mobile devices, I guess it will not be possible for you to switch on this camera and microphone. So I guess Mithul was like disconnecting and reconnecting in a hope कि ये मेरा कैमरा ऑन करने का बटन कहाँ गुम हो गया. So yeah, so the issue is कि this is only available for those who are attending from the laptop
Okay, so this new GitHub link, it contains a new application
application.
code.
Right, 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 right.
Already it said clone failed.
Just show me your screen again.
Sure. See,
Yeah. So just show me how you were cloning. Just go to new, then go to VCS, then paste the link. Okay, okay, okay. It was bound to fail. Just delete the link. I've just seen the link. Just delete the link. Go back to GitHub. Go back to GitHub. The link. Go and paste the link in a browser. The new link. Yeah. Go copy the link, paste it in a browser, or go. Yeah. Go and try here in the VCS. Go to the browser and yeah. No, 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 no. This is the wrong link. Wrong link. I said go and paste it to the browser, not here. Go and paste it in the browser.
Oh,
Browser tab. Yeah. Go and post it in the browser tab. Not here. Paste it in the browser. Right, 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 right. Paste there. Now go to code. Now, my dear, please go to code.
okay. This will be main or starter?
No, this will be main. Go to no, not that, not that, not that. Go to that copy link, copy link, copy the link, copy the link. Yeah. Now go to your VCS and now go to the VCS and do all the normal tasks that you are supposed to do. ऋषि भाई इज लाइक ये क्या ये सब लोग कर रहे हैं ये तो हमने कितने बार कर लिया है.
What? Oh,
New window. New window.
ऋषि भाई अपना दिव्यांशु भाई को थोड़ा हेल्प कर दो तो.
now
मेरे
it's
को
all done.
दीपायन दा से एक डाउट था. दीपायन दा उस दिन भी नहीं बोले.
Okay, now it's all done. Look.
Same.
हाँ ऋषि आज दीपायंदा दीपायंदा
दीपायन दा वो इमेज ऐड करना नहीं आ रहा है मेरे को. मैं बहुत कोशिश किया.
जस्ट लेट मी टेल यू अबाउट द इमेज. तो इमेज का सीन क्या है कि वो इमेज को ना तेरे को वो ड्राइबल फोल्डर है ना तो ड्राइबल फोल्डर में डालना है एंड फिर वो एक्सटेंशन एक्सटेंशन नहीं डालना है. मतलब फाइल में जब उसको तो डिक्लेयर कर रहा है जब तो एक्सटेंशन को फाइल में डिक्लेयर कर रहा है तब वो .png .jpeg मत डालना. बाकी फाइल नेम डालना फिर वो एरर नहीं आएगा.
अभी तो पूरा डाइस रोलर रैपिंग हो गया है.
वो तो तेरा नेट पे डिपेंड करेगा. दैट विल डिपेंड ऑन योर नेटवर्क कैपेसिटी.
Okay.
Yeah, that cannot be commented on. That is the thing that makes these sessions long and tedious. Everything requires time to be delivered. Yeah, Dipanda, you can continue the slide presentation. Dipanda, you can continue the slide presentation. Yeah, the next one, dependencies. The added dependencies part. Okay, so just a couple of minutes. I am also doing this so that it can be shown in the emulator portion. I am also running the app along with you.
This actually takes more time than expectation. That's my expectation.
That is the majority issue of this. Anything on Android takes time until and unless you have a great machine. By great, I mean unless and until you have i7 or i9 machine with at least 16 to 32 gigs of RAM. Find is there any option to like play some decent music in this sessions, like so we can make the wait time a bit greater idea, I guess.
All right, so my files got downloaded, and it is showing a update is required there.
Okay, so you got your files, right? Great. Just let me just run it on my device, and I'm just ready to go. And just a minute, let me just fetch in my coding music, right? Define that is doing the good work. Let's have some coding music in background.
Can I hear that?
No, it's not being hard. यही दिक्कत है. I guess the Webby doesn't allow sharing music through the share screen feature. I guess. So I guess that's the issue here. No sound is actually coming. But at least this animations are looking cool. In the meantime, when this thing runs,
It's recommending me a project update. Should I update it?
I guess it is recommending you a Gradle update, not a project update. It is recommending
Yeah,
a
whatever.
Gradle Android Gradle plugin can be upgraded. There is
Yes,
no
yes.
requirement of doing a Gradle plugin upgrade, because many a times what happens is that the project becomes uncompatible with the Gradle version or the upgraded Gradle version. So what you have to do is then again go and revert back all the changes, fix and all that, and it takes a lot of time. So update in this technical world is a dangerous idea to do if everything is stable. So only update your phone if your phone is facing some issue. Only update your laptop if your laptop is facing some issue. Do not update it unnecessarily. So this is the simple mantra of this tech communities. Because just let me narrate some stories. Like recently there was a trend that every phone manufacturer was sending some updates, and these updates were in turn slowing down a phone and forcing the customers to buy new phones. I guess many of you Dipanda, there was this story, na?
iPhone.
Yeah, just not taking the name of the company. But what they were doing is that they were sending in updates and slowing down phones so that people buy new phones. Their phones are having great hardware, but they were
Nowadays, lately, have to do
so that is what they were doing. So unless it is actually required to be done, it is not required to update any hardware. So yeah, we have our desert clicker app. Just can you behind the please stop your sharing once so that I can just show them the desert clicker app. This is a great app. I was just checking it. Decent app. Just a minute. दिव्यांश ऐसा देख रहा है कि मान लो कि एकदम खून खोलने वाला कुछ देख लिया
मार दे।
मार देगा राइट राइट दिव्यांशु भाई थोड़ा चिल्लाओ चिल्लाओ दिव्यांशु भी लाइक
Tried opening that desert clicker application, and somehow my Android Studio it got stuck, and now it's showing that, and my laptop is getting hang.
या या आई वाज जस्ट ऑब्जर्विंग कि दिव्यांशु भी लाइक आज तो इसको मार डालेंगे यार
All right, so desert clicker, I have opened it on my emulator.
Yeah, so my screen is open. So I have also opened this. As you can see, this is this desert clicker. So what you have to do is click on this cupcake, and you can see this desert sold and this revenue being increased. So yeah, just keep it clicking on and play with it, and you have this total revenue thing, and you can share this something that I have showed this thing. So yeah, so you can share this also. I have clicked the like I have clicked 9 deserts for a total of $65 on Android desert clicker and all that thing. Just, so this is what the desert clicker app was all about. So just now let me show you the codes of this thing. So here we have this on-grid function, and it is calling this desert clicker theme and this list. This is the list that is being upgraded. Just let me back. This desert clicker list, this thing is getting updated. Then on start, we are logging all this on resume, on start, on restart, on stop. These are log. We are logging these data. Then after that, we are declaring a function to show desert first and then start product amount, desert dot start product amount and all that. Then we are just running information function, getting the intent actions, and then we are using this intent to create a chooser, and then so what is the intent? So intent is basically like a way of moving from one interface to another interface. I guess if you have studied Java, you are in great knowledge of interfaces. Then we have this composable function declared to display these UI elements. Here is the UI themes and UI data, and as you know, we have these two things. One is this data thing, then there's this model, and then there's this UI thing. So there is this UI data, and this thing is called model. So what this model does is it's just storing these variables for this interconnections from one class to other. So there are multiple classes just working as an interconnection between all these classes. So further, just I'm sharing my stop screen. Just you can continue with the next application. I guess by 8 or 8:15 we can complete this unit. So next thing is navigate between screens with Compose, with Jetpack Compose, the legendary Jetpack Compose. So let us continue for this final unit of day 4. So this is the final unit. So before moving to this final unit, let me ask you if you have any questions regarding how much has been done till now. Just let me clear some of the doubts some of you are having any. If you are having a microphone access, as I can see for Dipayan, Divyangshu, Rishi. The other two, Mithul and Santu, are joining from phone, so they are not having this microphone access. Next time onwards, please join on laptop so that we can have a fun interactive session. And let the Google developers and Google people also see that we are having fun in these meetings too. uh, Let us make this sessions more casual and like less serious so that we can learn more and be less formally thinking about everything. Okay, great. So for this also again, I guess you have to download another starter code. Dipanda, please share this starter code also. Yeah. So this next unit also starts with another GitHub.
This is perfect.
Huh? Yeah. Now just
This is
continue
the
with the.
code kept.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Just continue with the next. Yeah. So download the starter code. The starter code has been provided in the GitHub section again. Okay, okay, okay. So just let us take this code and also get it running on our device. Okay, just a minute. I'm just coming back in 1 minute. I have to just plug in the charger of my laptop. Yeah, so I'm back again. So, are you guys still here? Divyangshu, Rishi, and all my boss.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, great
Yes.
to know that. So, have you guys registered for this coding session called Fortnite Coding and Coding Fortnights? The
Yes,
CP
I have.
workshop. Yeah. So, if you know it, a lot of colleges have participated in this contest. If you are I was just checking how many colleges uh, literally a lot of colleges as I can see have applied for this thing. Uh,
In our CP.
Ton of yeah in our city from Jadavpur, from JGC a lot, from I was just
GIS,
yeah from JIS, from Asansol Engineering
Narula.
College, from Macau, from Narula, from RCC.
Yeah, I too shared it with my friends.
Yeah, we are, and a lot of people are joining for our city contest. So it's going to be great, hopefully. Santu, have you applied? Santu, use the chat section. Hello, Santu. What happened to our Santu? One and only Santu.
Android Studio really requires a very high configuration of RAM, I guess, because the
Android, yeah,
Android,
yeah, yeah. That's a issue for Android Studio. It's like 16 gigs is also less.
because I have 16 GB of RAM,
Yeah,
and still
Actually, this
it's
is not
crashing.
optimized.
It's
That's the issue.
not. Finally, after so many efforts, my application is working.
Congratulations.
and since we are at the end of this compose camp, like Divyangshu, Rishi, you people were continuously there from the starting days of this compose camp. So, how do you feel these compose camps were?
Yeah, it's great. It's a great initiative to start a culture of
First of all,
learning and
thank you for
development.
being there.
Yeah, Dipanda?
Thank you for being there
Yeah,
every
yeah,
day.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, right, right. Right, right. We are
Exactly,
noting
and
down the we are actually noting down the participants who are actually regularly there. So who knows, there might be some surprises for these regular audiences or something. Yeah, someone is in
it's
the
a great
chat section.
initiative that you guys actually worked so hard, prepared the slides, PPTs, and then presented in such a good manner, and then helped every one of us to learn this, because everyone here who was learning was a newbie,
Right. Even
and we
we
all
were also
started from
newbies.
scratch.
We were also newbies to some extent.
Okay,
We were learning from the Google side. The Google side, they were providing us content. We were learning from there, and we were teaching. It is as simple as that. They were just sending us the contents. We were learning from them. They had this trainer sessions and all these sessions. They were training us, helping us, and then we are in turn. helping you guys to learn a lot of things. Yeah, so just
Exactly.
let yeah, so
So
just
we
let me
hope in future also we will get many more
yeah, in the future
courses like
upcoming
this.
upcoming it's already coming, I guess. Something is coming surely related to something 30 days of Google Cloud or something like that. Something is coming. I
That's
can,
great.
I'm just giving a hint. Something great is coming soon. Yeah. So just let me see if it has started working. Yeah, great. So just let me start this app or run this app. This is our final app, like Cupcake. Dipayan, just continue with the slides. Just let me just discuss the slides, and then by that time, I guess the Cupcake app will be good. Yeah, the next screen, please. Yeah, you made the Cupcake app. The next slide, please. Built-in app with adaptive layout. Yeah, continue. So, yeah, so just yeah. Just please stay on that adaptive layout page. The first adaptive layout. Yeah, yeah, there. So just let me just discuss something about the adaptive layout with them. In the meantime, while this Cupcake app loads, so adaptive application or adaptive screen size means adapting to different screen sizes. Like we have this thing called Android Watch, then we have different interfaces like mobiles, tablets, laptops. Like by laptop, I mean these Chromebooks which are having these features or upcoming features to host these applications. Then we have this like car infotainment systems that are purely Android. Those interfaces. So too, and also there we are having this set of Android devices with a long range of screen sizes. Some 5 inch, some 6 inch, some 7 inch, some 10 inch, some foldable, some non-foldables, so some rotating screens and all that, all the crazy stuffs. So hence we are having this adaptable idea so that we can have a single piece of code and it fits to all screens of different sizes. We have the similar technique in the by default bootstrap layout of web development too. It's like the bootstrap idea only. Whatever the screen sizes might be, it is aptly fit to that. The next slide, please, Panda. So yeah, this is like a tablet layout where this thing is being fed. So there are these three row kind of idea, and then everything is fit under it. The next slide, please. So this is like implementing adaptive layout. Just let me share two three things about it. So an adaptive thing can be implemented by like using this window size thing. We can test this on our composable preview function using a window size function. Window size function you can be see. So how to implement it? So it can be implemented by using window size. So in Kotlin there is a function called window size. Okay, okay. See, sending that cupcakes app. So let me order 12 cupcakes, chocolates, and next. And I like want it on October 1st. let me send order to another app and then copy this, and then I'm just pasting it to Rishi again. So yeah, Dipanda, just the next screen, please. The next screen. Yeah. So this different screen sizes available, and then there is this functions available and all those substances. In the meantime, just let me show you the cupcake thing. The cupcake thing is live. Dipanja, just turn off this presentation once. Just let me show them the cupcake. I guess I have discussed about the adaptable screen sizes to some extent. So just let me show them the cupcake thing in the middle. And in the meantime, just let me share with you the code for resizing the screen. So this is the scenario for doing that resize thing. I'm just sharing in the chat section. So this is more or less the uh, function for resizing or setting up this resize thing in the adaptive layout that I have shared in the chat. So let me just share the screen. So this is the cupcake thing. So you can order some cupcakes, nice cupcakes. So let me order one cupcake and let this be salted caramel, salted caramel, and the subtotal is of $2. Then I will be going to next, and I want this today only. So next, and so the order summary is met. The quantity one cupcake flavor salted caramel and pickup date is Wednesday September 28th. So subtotal is $5. So I want to send the order to another app. I mean share it. I'm just copying this and then coming back here and just pasting this total. And voila, you have this thing, the quantity and all that. Then thank you, and then you can cancel this also. So this is the cupcake interface. These are the prerequisites and getting started things. First, let us jump into the app itself, the main activity. So the main activity as last time was this cupcake theme. The cupcake thing is defined here. The cupcake screen.kt. Yeah, so the cupcake. So we had here this cupcake screen. Or sorry, it calls the cupcake app. So let me just check where this app is residing. Cupcake app. Let me check where this is residing. Cupcake app, cupcake theme. Acha, cupcake theme. Yeah. So inside this cupcake theme, there's UI.theme cupcake theme. Theme. Yeah. Okay, got this. Yeah. Haha. Right. So are defined here. Right. Then there is this order view models, all these handlers defined here, and all the UI elements like order view models, like the three different screen we saw. The stat order summary, so the order summary columns and heights and all that things are defined here. Differentially, the UI thing. This is the UI thing, and here the data are being done, data source and order UI state. The main activity is calling this UI.theme like UI, the UI file, then this theme file, and under this theme file, it is calling the cupcake theme. So this is the hierarchy of the thing, and then under that, it is calling this cupcake app method class or function, and then all the sequences being called, and one by one, these are things are being executed. So that was all for today. Dipanda, just you can share the thank you slide, and I will just enable the Q&A section. So you can just use the Q&A section to ask the questions. Just move on to the Q&A section. I have just enabled the Q&A section in the chat. I've just done my first message. That is ask anything here. So when I answer it, it will go to answer. Just go to the chat section, go to Q&A and ask your questions. So I'll be waiting till 8:15, and at 8:15 we have thought to wrap up this session. At 8:15 we have thought to wrap up this session. And accordingly, at 8:15 we will be wrapping up the session. So by 8:15, Rishi, Divyangshu, and the others like Santu and Mitul, if you are having any questions, you are free to ask them. And Divyangshu be like, more doubts. What is more doubts? I know it's no doubts. So answered. Rishi, no doubts answered. Great. So all doubts has been answered greatly. So I hope everyone is not having any more doubts. So we can wrap up the session here only. So thank you for making this session a wonderful one. And today is the end of the Compose camp, the month-long journey with Compose. We had a lot of things in middle, the C3 exams and all that hodgepodge things. And uh, everything went right. And special thanks to you people, Rishi, Divyangshu, Dipayan, who made this session special and for being the everyday, and Dipayan for hosting a lot of sessions. And uh, rest, Santu was also there, but I guess Santu is now busy in something. So as usual, he was always busy in something. So let us wrap up the session here, and uh, hope you have a great puja ahead. And thank you.
All right, bye.